I'm already really excited at what it can do for just even for me as a solopreneur,
Hmm.
whether it's my podcast workflow or my sales marketing outreach workflow and things like that. And so I mean I'm excited for organizations that are ready to embrace platforms like Mindset because I I just think it's eye opening. I guess I'm a process guy at heart, even though I'm a technologist. I started my career doing process re-engineering work and redesigning workflows and stuff like that. And so I don't think people fully appreciate just how much value you can get out of this. And it's not just like cost savings. It's like even just the the mental drain that some of these steps take. They're so just used to this is how things are done, and I feel like there's like this awakening
Hmm.
coming. You probably get that when people see your demo. I don't know.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I guess my view is with that every single SaaS application will have what you're describing built in, almost every single one of them. The new interface is a conversation,
Yep.
and the thing that sits behind the conversation is out the box built for workflows that do things for you. And in many ways, and so for many people, you're probably on the innovator end who are let me build and get stuck in. Many people, I'd say 80% of people will not want to go near that until it's ready. You know, it's the difference of
Yep.
someone that in the 70s, 80s of people who build their own computer and from a pack versus someone that waits for the Mac to come and it's beautiful. But I certainly think for those people who don't want to touch that, it'll be in almost every SaaS application, and really, I think could even eliminate the need for most SaaS. A good example is if you saw Claude's new announcement. It's a
Yep.
computer use where that takes for those that who are listening haven't seen that um, using vision and stuff like that. It's able to perform actions across your computer for you. You know, helps you build things, do things, do whatever. The really powerful thing there is it actually built code to build a website, and then you say, no, no, I don't want it like that. Do it like this using your laptop or PC. So the reason that's so interesting, if you abstract that away from the use case of build me this thing, so currently you have a CRM. That CRM has to be built over many, many, many years. That's very complex, um, and technology is built on this. Now, in theory, all you really need is to say, here's the data from a deal, and it can just build you the UI you need, and it's just stored in a database that's accessible. Organizations have literally been putting their data together in a way that's accessible for 10 years. It's a CIO role. Now AI can just build custom UI on the fly for it when it's needed. So suddenly this idea of process and experience of people could even eliminate much of the complex SaaS that we're used to. And it seems like a big thing, but I mean, if you abstract away and go, how should a user feel and experience technology? They don't. People we don't care about UI and learning how to use something. We just, Apple got it right. Simple.
That's a really thought-provoking and disruptive um, thought, right? Because you're right. I mean, what these platforms are getting, trying to add more and more to these platforms, and for buyers, for CIOs, for CTOs, or even in your case, maybe it's a chief learning officer or CHRO or something like that. But for any leader who's involved in technology, purchasing decisions and uses the technology themselves, you have to call into question why you need all these things. Now, as you mentioned, I mean, we're still very early days in a lot of this, but in theory, you have all this um, flexibility in how you design all of this. That's not rules based. That's not rigid. That doesn't have to follow normal, software development cycles necessarily. And so this is disruptive. I agree to just the entire sort of software, SaaS market.
So when TikTok and platforms like that came around, the mainstream big media, so big media wasn't replaced by another big media. It was replaced by thousands of small media. So creators or small media publishers now. Um, I'm not trying to predict the end of SaaS, but I'm saying it is an enterprise organization spends many millions of dollars on huge amounts of overhead tax of time and effort and stress, gluing together different systems to perform many things that should be quite, in many ways, basic and simple. But actually, at the core of it, data is the new important asset. So as long as the data is in check over time, there's no reason you can't start to explore those types of things. And I mean, it's really difficult to obviously abstract ourselves away from this world of something that we have a framework for. But if there is a SaaS that enabled you to build SaaS like that on the fly using data, who knows? Could very well be a new type of SaaS model because agents are a new form of SaaS. So that's the best way to think about an AI agent